So I was just going on TikTok, right? And then I saw my girl pop up on one of those somebody in the car videos with all of her single friends. Tell me why one of her friends says somebody in the car gets it out every weekend while they have a loving man at home, been staring at a blank screen for 3 hours.
Flashback.
Somebody in this car got beat down by 3 different in the same week. Somebody in this car got a whole air mattress to sleep with in the car. Somebody in this car's baby daddy ain't got no car. In 2026.
And you know, it seems like a lot of these modern women, they just pick, instead of getting on a trend that's, kind of healthy and positive and at least trending in the right direction, they always seem to decide to get on the wrong type of trend. As a matter of fact, with the way these things actually sound, I feel like it's a form of, I don't know what you call those books that modern women read. It's like they're like really erotic in nature, and they're not really romance novels. It's basically in a word form. Like, instead of seeing it visually, you're actually reading it. And I feel like that's what a lot of these modern women are actually trying to do with these types of videos.
Somebody in this car is in a relationship and still getting down. Somebody in this car needs to stop f***ing the janitor at her job.
How do you know if your woman's a red flag? Just let them talk, bro. Every time they expose themselves just by talking. Be the most open-minded person ever. Enter your research mode, your listening mode, and you will find out the most diabolical ever.
And it really is that simple. You just have to let them talk. These modern women talk about how they're so good at cheating, but here they are online telling everybody that they're cheating. How can you be good at it when you're letting everybody know that you're actually doing it? And like the man said, all you have to do is stop talking for a little bit, ask a couple of questions, and let them go off. These modern women, maybe back in the old days, they were a little bit better at it, but these modern women today, they have to let you know every single thing that they're doing. You gotta know. Or else, what am I doing out here? It's all for nothing. I can't hold the power over you. I can't then come up to you and say, you know what? I can leave you at any time. There's men that want me, and you have to know just how good I am. He was so enamored with what I had going on. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? That's how modern women are these days.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but doing OnlyFans is some pretty low IQ behavior.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but when it comes to women, men should really just shut the up.
You serious?
I didn't think my haters look like this. The stereotypes are so real. Goodness, this is freaking awesome.
The next time a girl asks you to meet up with her and her friends at the bar, instead, stay home and gouge your eyes out. Because you'll have just as much fun, and you won't have to deal with getting judged by a bunch of demonic drunk women. And they always ask the same question: how do we know you're good enough for our friend? Well, she hangs out with a bunch of gremlins like you, so obviously she has very low standards. And it's always the least attractive one that thinks she's the foreman of the jury. Hey lady, you're only here to make your friends look prettier. You don't get to have an opinion. Why don't you get off my case and let me strike out on my own?
Sorry, I just got broken up with.
Oh, what you do?
I guess I quote unquote cheated on him.
Did you cheat on him?
You guess. Oh, you guess that you cheated on him? These women are losers, bro.
No.
Are you lying?
It was a miscommunication, but he don't put his trust in again, I guess.
Are you sure? What was the situation?
I requested a call from somebody in jail, so I guess he didn't like that, and he said I cheated on him. So.
Who would you request a call for?
My ex.
Are you trying to get somebody's number that only your ex knew about? I guess I cheated. Modern women, man. Oh, I guess it happened. Stupid, man. These modern women are losers.
So why did you do that?
Because I wanted to. Simple as that.
Yeah, and that's why he broke up with your. You deserve that. Why the f are you calling your ex for?
I heard someone say today, why don't we let the men do Christmas? All of it. The shopping, the buying, the wrapping, the cooking, the cleaning, the baking. Let them do it. And then we will all collectively see why they should no longer, after 250 years, still be running the country. It's a woman's world and it would fall apart without us.
Are you serious? Did you compare cooking, cleaning, wrapping presents to running a country? I'm flabbergasted at the amount of women that agreed with this take. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from women that stay-at-home moms or whatever. I would never say what you do is unimportant or it's not, you know, at times can't be hard. But let's just be serious. Let's be for real for once. If you was to trade the life with a man and a man was to trade the life with you, I guarantee the man will be living in nirvana. You feel me? You try to work 12 hours to 15 hours every single day, 7 days a week, no breaks. And let's see, and you do that for a couple months and let the man stay at home and just cook, clean, and watch the kids. And I guarantee that man will be chilling, kicking back. You feel me? This is a dumb thing. We gotta do better. This is dumb.
Well, you know, for these women, you're probably going to run into, say, for instance, they say, okay, well, why don't we switch places and we do X, Y, and Z? See, you stay at home as a man and we'll go to work as a woman, right? It'll probably be the case that a lot of the inefficiencies that they have going on will be cut out because that's just what the man does. Like all of the extra work, the overthinking, probably going to be cut out. Just no shade, but that's just what it's going to be, right? Like say, for instance, if the kids need to play, the man's going to leave them outside. Them kids might be outside by themselves or he might be on the porch watching these kids play. If it's a little baby, you have to be more hands-on than that. But as the children grow, he's going to set up a structure, going to have a playpen. Even if it's not an official playpen, he's going to make something that works. He's going to find things around the house that make it to where he would get up and continue doing whatever he was doing while the child does whatever the child is doing. And it'll essentially be the same result. So you just do things in a different manner. Right now, obviously, you know, you have mothers that have socializing hour where they'll take their kid to a park or some sort of trampoline place or something like that that's free or low cost to where, you know, the kids can meet other kids and they'll sit there and talk to other mothers for, I don't know, an hour or so. And then, all right, kids, it's time to go home just to get them out the house and socialize. But a lot of that stuff that you guys can complain about, all that's going to be gone with men just because that's how they think. So all of that, oh man, it's so hard. All that's going to be gone. Now you probably going to come out, you're going to come back home and be, oh man, you didn't do it right because he didn't do it exactly how you wanted it to be done. But it'll be done and it'll be done right. It just won't be done according to your standards and how you want it to be done. Pretty soon you'll be like, oh, I feel like you don't do things right around the house. How about you go back to work and I stay at home and do this? And the man will be like, okay, whichever way you want to do it. And he'll just continue on running smoothly in both areas.
No bull.
Like we're making fun of each other?
Yeah,
like
we're roasting each other. It'll be fun. Okay, I go first. It's the stomach for me.
What if I don't have anything? I don't have anything.
Just say anything. It's that beard for me.
Wow. Hold on. I can't think of anything.
You're making this so boring. It's the shades for me. Need an upgrade.
I can't think of anything.
You just say anything. It's the
Like
feet
what?
for me. Say anything.
I don't know what to say.
Just
Hold
roast
on.
me. You're supposed to roast me.
Anything?
That's how the game is. You roast me.
It's the white hair for me. Like that? Babe, like that?
Yeah, something like that.
What's wrong? Like that? Did I do it right?
Move your head.
I was eavesdropping one time on these two men running into each other in the gym as I was waiting for my elevator to leave. I feel like this conversation literally is just men in a nutshell. And I'm only eavesdropping because we're all waiting for the elevator. It's these two guys and they're like, hey man, oh my gosh, haven't seen you in a while. How's it been? And the one is like, oh, like good. And then the second one is like, good too, you know, wife just had a baby. And the other one goes, oh my gosh, no way. Like, congrats, man. And the other one goes, thank you, thank you. And then the other guy goes, boy or girl? He goes, girl. And then the other one goes, actually, my wife just had a baby too. And then that guy goes, boy or girl? And the guy goes, boy. And they're like, congrats, man, congrats. Convo over. And it just made me laugh because with girls, there's so many follow-up questions. There's like, oh my gosh, like, it's you're announcing it right away. You're saying the name. You're like, oh my gosh, the birth. There's like all these, like, I could think of at least 10 questions to ask if someone were to just tell me they had a baby. These guys are kind of just like, boy, girl, done.
But once again, like I said earlier, they don't waste a lot of time. What's the information? What's the facts? Oh, it's a boy. Oh, it's a girl. Oh man, congratulations. Oh yeah, man, appreciate that. We will find the baby's name in time because get this, we'll talk again. We'll talk again. We'll see each other again. So we don't have to have a 3-hour conversation. We'll get into that. We'll get all that information. As a matter of fact, we'll have an event where they bring the child and we get to formally meet the child and know the child's name. Maybe by that time, the child will have been taught, okay, what's your name? Oh, my name is Gracie, or my name is Greg. Nice to meet you, Greg. Nice to meet you, Gracie. I'm so-and-so. You know what I mean? And that will be it. But y'all want to sit there, and it's fine if you do. It just, you know, efficiency.
And then they want to be talking about, oh, I pay my own bills. Like, bitch, they're yours for you to pay. Like, they're your bills. You have to take responsibility out of that. Somebody else gonna pay for your bills? You got to.
You know something? You never helped me around the house. Like, when I be doing stuff around the house, you never helped me.
You know something? You never helped me with a bill. Like a grocery bill, a car note, rent. Like, I don't think you've never seen a bill. Do you know what a bill feel like? Like, no, like to, like, not to pay it, but like to pick it up.
No, I wasn't saying like you don't be helping me around the house. I was saying like you ain't helping me find stuff to do around the house. Like, what?
Okay.
Like, it's more like
it's some laundry.
It's some laundry.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking. I was just trying to.
Okay. I misread that.
Yeah. You good.
Y'all know what I find very strange? Being a woman and depending on your man to pay for every single thing while you have a job and you just keeping your money. Meanwhile, he's trying to build a future for himself too while you just keep your money and just work and do whatever and not pay for anything. I find that very, very strange. Like, the man has to pay for every single thing that you do. You just keep your money, but then you expect him to build up the household by himself. Like,
I mean, you asking the question that a lot of men ask. We still trying to figure that out. It seems like common sense to me, right? If we go 50-50, that's more money for me in my pocket. That's more money for you in your pocket. We take a little bit for discretionary funds, and then we say, okay, with the leftover money, we put that into whatever investment or whatever we want to do. So it's a win-win, and we like each other. It apparently for modern women, it's not a win-win. What will be a win-win is if you pay all the bills, you spend all your check on vacations, on me, anything that I want, like everything. And then with my money, I pay for the stuff that I want. And I might throw a little money your way to, kind of go get yourself a massage or for your haircut or buy yourself some new shoes every so often, right? But for the most part, my money's gonna be mine.
Like I'm still trying to get in the wraps of that, like that theory that y'all got going on. Like,
I saw this post, she's showing off a bunch of gifts that she got, and it's all from a guy that she's not even dating, crying, laughing emojis. And in the comments, as you can imagine, it's like, oh yeah, this is the standard, da da da. Fellas, let me talk to you real quick. No matter who you are, no matter who you're talking to, I want you to imagine, okay, that this young lady made this post about you. How would you feel if you spent legal tender on gifts for this woman and she said, I'm not even dating this guy? And now a guy like me is laughing at the concept of you existing. And even worse, I gotta tell you something. She's posting this on the internet. Imagine what she's telling people in real life. There's this girl, I was linking with her last night, right? And dude, I went crazy. Like, dude, the positions I was getting, anyways, point is, I was sleeping with Shorty last night. And me and her were talking. There's this guy who wants her so bad, and she's like just like kind of like keeping him around, like, you know, being nice, but like he's doing things for her, like getting her gifts all the time, like, oh, like you need this, you need help with this, I'll do this, da, 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 da. And she's talking to me about bro, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. He wishes he was me. I swear to God, I'd be saying it. I know it sounds like cartoonishly bad, but I'm just like, bro, like this is like what he wants so bad, and he's putting in all this effort to try to get it, but he's not getting it. And you know why he's not getting it? Because she doesn't like him. What's that thing they say? If you don't, another man will. Well, let me tell you this, another man won't have to. Okay, and he'll still be around. Okay, and I really like that line. I'm gonna use it another time. It's gonna come in handy. But you know what I mean? Like straight up. Okay, so don't fall for the hoopla. Don't fall for the rigmarole.
The way that men treat women who are in their 40s as if somehow they're supposed to be like discarded by society is absolutely laughable. And I don't say all men.
What I find interesting about this, the same way a lot of y'all ladies in your 40s feel about men your age not prioritizing you when it comes to dating, is exactly how it was for those same men when they were in their early to mid 20s. When they were trying to date girls their age, y'all neglected them because they were too young, they were too immature, they didn't have enough experience, and they definitely didn't have enough money to date y'all. So what happened was, when girls were in their early to mid 20s, y'all were dating men in their 30s and their 40s. So those same men that y'all overlooked, they are now in their 40s and they worked on themselves. They're more mature, they have more experience, and they have more money.
And you also have to think back to the last clip where he was describing a woman talking about and really making fun of a man that was giving her the time of day, that was paying her a lot of attention, validation, giving her gifts. But then all of a sudden, I'm in bed getting my head put through the mattress by you. I'm young now, I can do whatever I want to do. But then when you start getting 30, 35, 40, all of a sudden, hey man, I can't find nobody to settle down with. Seems like these men ain't taking me seriously. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been sitting in somebody else's bed telling them about a man that's trying to take care of you and get at you.
So they have more to offer. So now these men have options and they're deciding not to date you. Just like how when y'all were in y'all early 20s and you had options, you decided not to date men in your age range. I'm not saying whether it's right or it's wrong. I'm just showing y'all that the shit is coming full circle.
I say whatever the I want. Who gonna pop me? Nobody.
Ain't nobody at home to pop. You single. You can say what you want and go home by yourself.
Well, yeah.
Dave just canceled on me tonight because he found my TikTok. And that's really, really unfortunate because this is like the first time where social media has been like a detriment.
It's not social media, it's you. You decided to use social media as your personal diary when it comes to your dating experiences. And listen, it's fine for you to do that for yourself, but your date saw your social media and said that he didn't want to be a part of the BS. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, an update on Dan. You don't have the emotional capacity for a girlfriend.
Okay, so I want to talk about my date tonight. This was actually my second date night with Liam. Michael, you're weird. What was that? Okay,
These videos were basically at the top of her page. I didn't even need to scroll down far to find them. So I can only imagine there's so many more.
Because they're acting a fool out here. How did that happen? How did they find out what I was doing? Because you have it pinned to the top of your page. Stupid. Losers. Modern women. Once again, we don't call them losers enough. We just don't. I don't know why we don't. We just don't. Maybe we want to be nice. Maybe we want to be understanding. But we need to understand that this is loser behavior. That's what we need to understand. These modern women, they continue to do the stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. Posting the things that they're not supposed to post. Stop that. That's reckless behavior. And when a man says, "Ooh, it looks like you're being reckless." Oh, but my body count, I'm not worried about your body count right now. I'm worried about your actions right here on this here internet. What are you doing? What are you up to? Stupidity is what it looks like. And when a man says, "Hey, I already see how this gonna go, I'm out." Social media has never been a problem. That's because people ain't been paying attention. But when they do, you just ruined your own relationship.
Based off that, it just seems as if you're going on dates just so you can make content. Him canceling that date was the best thing he did for himself.
97% of women would rather go to jail than admit fault. You think I'm lying? Penn State University, July 15, 2025. The study investigates a hypothesis that a significant portion of the population, particularly women, may consciously prefer incarceration to the psychological and social burden of admitting fault. 3,292 women, 3,854 men. Among female participants, 97.4% consistently chose being incarcerated over admitting fault. 11.4% of men chose incarceration over admitting fault.
Oh, so that's how you gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Dom.
Y'all know having a boyfriend in your lives is an optional thing. Like, you don't have to have that, man. Because why are you getting upset with this man for coughing, for being sick? Shorty, don't you think if he could stop coughing, he would? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you get in that room and help him? You know what I'm saying? Help him back to normal health. But instead, you wanna get irritated, annoyed, and post this on TikTok. This is clown behavior. No bull. Like I said to all my fellas, most of these out here, they're in relationships with women that do not like their at all.
Clown behavior, loser behavior. Once again, we don't call them losers enough, man. You know, you think that this is a joke. You think, oh man, they just being rude. They just being mean. Why would they ever? Hey man, you need to have a little bit more respect. Hey man, you need to be a little more nice. Not to a loser, you don't. Stop acting that way. Have some critical thought. Stop being stupid. You know you'd want that man to go out and buy half the pharmacy. If it was you sick, oh, I stubbed my toe. Oh, it's okay, baby. Oh, your man is here. Your man is here now. Your man is here now. Does the little princess want some ice cream? Does the little princess want a double stuffed, triple stuffed burger with all of the fixings, with everything, 3 slices of cheese on each patty, extra bacon, with an extra helping of the secret sauce? This little baby want that, and a double helping of fries, and a large Coke? Does baby want that? And ice cream and candy? And your favorite show to watch? Does baby want me to bring your celebrity crush in to dance and grind all up on you because you stubbed your toe? I'm on it right now. Simp. Simpology. Simp 101. Simptastic. Lame.
Listen, look, I don't care how independent she is. Give her some money. Buy her stuff. Pay for her rent. All women want a man that's gonna cash app her. Before you go diving in her DMs, do you already got your Cash App or your Apple Pay loaded up ready to send her a rack off gate? And y'all sitting up there calling woman females. That's dehumanizing. Send her a little 20 ball just cuz. Y'all don't even get lineups every day. Y'all don't even take care of yourself. Women hate fake tricks. Don't backpedal and act like, oh, I ain't got it, or let me wait till Friday. Why you even offer in the first place? You just met shorty. Send her 20K off gate just cause you got bread. That don't oppress her. Giving it to her, dude. I'm just giving out gems. Text her what you doing. She say, shoot at work. Pay for her day off, fellas. Pay for her off for the rest of the week. You just in a line of other brothers just trying to get at her. What are you gonna do to be different? Your money is her money. And her money is her money. Got her hair done, her nails did, and you sitting up there talking about some let me get a picture. Brother, you ain't even pay for it. She shouldn't even have to ask. And you telling her, I see. You telling me she gotta wait till Friday? She said she on the way to get some food. You should have already sent the Cash App for $15,000 off gate. Her name shouldn't be on a bill Her name shouldn't be on a tab. Fellas, listen up. Let me cook for a second. Matter of fact, let me take my glasses off. If you adore her, you gotta adore her. You talking about linking. How about you link your Cash App to her card? Link your Apple Pay to her bank account. If she on food stamps, you need to be the reason she get off of. Men are here to be what? Providers. That's in the Bible. God said that. You gonna go against what God said? That's what you're telling me? You going against God?
Why is the bad guy in every Hallmark movie just a normal dude who's like, hey, no, babe, I actually can't drop everything to take work off this week because I'm about to close a huge deal that will like set us up for life. And then the hero is just whatever dude in a flannel shirt is standing there when she gets to her hometown.
So I just found out that the Man of the Year award was actually awarded to a woman named Cynthia Erivo, and all I gotta say is,
What the f? And no. Shh. My brother.
before you little keyboard warriors go across the entire internet and try to slander my name and cancel me for disagreeing with this choice for the award, let me say something. There is a distinct award for all three categories. One for the Man of the Year, one for the Person of the Year.
So like, why in the literal
are we giving award to a woman? And listen guys, I love women. I consider myself a woman connoisseur. And dare I say that I love women so much that if I wasn't a TikToker, I would dedicate my life's work to closing the wage gap and eliminating periods.
Well, it's simple. It's simple. They think what they do is basically the same and more than a man. Well, I went to school today. I got my education. Meanwhile, that man been driving all night to get you the groceries that you need so you can go to the supermarket, get whatever organic snacks that you want, and go home and continue working. But what you do is much more important. I can see if he was, trying to work on something or some sort of cure for cancer or something like that, some research leading to a breakthrough. But y'all are just doing teaching a course. Y'all are just teaching a course on underwater. Y'all are just teaching a course on sweater making, teaching a course on underwater basket weaving. You want to make a wreath?
But I'm just not sure if I can sit here and agree with this being the choice for the award. She's a woman. She identifies as a...
To see why in the literal...
She got this award. This is like if the Woman of the Year award was given to some random guy like Tom...
would start a civil war.
So to whoever is on the committee over at GQ, just know...
You are a loaf of bread.
What's up, y'all? So New Zealand's first lesbian captain has sunk her ship. The very first ship that she's ever commanded, and this is the first time a ship has been sunk by a captain from New Zealand since World War II. Now, the total cost of this ship is $61 million, but there is a bright spot. There is a bright spot because she is a lesbian and because they believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. This ship now identifies as a submarine.
I should never do my husband's laundry because if I did, I would learn to hate him. There's a lot of things that I don't do for my husband.
Yeah, I'm her husband. Lucky guy. She loves me. As long as she's not doing anything for me, which apparently makes her hate me based on what she's told everybody in the world.
Did you know that people think that you're married to the most miserable, entitled woman on TikTok?
No. My wife is incredible and deletes most of those comments, so I don't know why anybody would think that. My wife she's loving.
Well, let me walk you through a couple of things.
He is a lineman, which is kind of like considered a first responder, meaning anytime there's bad weather, storms, power outages, he's gone.
That's right. I work as a lineman, 12-hour days. And I absolutely understand why it's so hard on her for me to work this grueling blue-collar job that's highly dangerous to provide for the family.
Why is that hard on her?
Oh, because she has to wait on me to finish my shift so I can get home and cook dinner for the family. She gets hungry.
Whenever I mention things my husband does in our house, like cooking dinner every single night or folding his own laundry, people like Andrew get very triggered.
I wish people like Andrew wouldn't send those comments in. They kind of get taken out on me. Because if I don't get dinner made on time, she expresses a lot of very caring emotion that happens to look exactly like resentment for some reason.
Does she ever cook?
Oh yeah, she cooks breakfast and lunch every day, so she carries more load in that department.
I don't cook dinner. He cooks dinner every single night. I do breakfast and lunch for us and our kids. I don't pack him a lunch. If he's hungry, he'll figure out what he's going to eat for lunch the same way that I do.
Wait, she makes breakfast and lunch for her and the kids, but deliberately won't make any for you?
Hey, dude, keep it down. She's inside. She might hear you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta hurry up and get inside and make dinner for everyone. Well, that didn't go so well. She's pretty mad. I'm an hour late getting home.
Why?
Well, I explained to her this.
I mean, you're already cooking. You're already making lunch. Why not just make more for him? You probably already have what you need. You're just trying to be difficult. I mean, and I think actually I've seen her specifically make a lunch for the kids. I actually think it was breakfast. She was like, oh, me and my partner take turns, sleeping in on Saturday, which I think is, that's not a bad idea, right? Somebody gets the chance to kind of rest. The other person gets up, takes care of the kids, makes sure that they're squared away. Let me tell you, what she had to do was wash a couple of dishes, feed the dog, unload the dishwasher, feed the children breakfast, which consisted of a chopped up banana, I think something to drink, maybe I don't even think it was an apple slice. It might have been 2 muffins out of a package. 2 muffins. You get 2 muffins and a banana and a drink, and you get the same thing. Just all of it, probably in total, took like 20 minutes. Took like 20 minutes. And this is what we're sitting up here arguing about. I mean, it'd be one thing if your husband was working like a cushy job. He was working a job that like, oh man, that's an office job. That's a desk job, man. He get paid to sit there and do nothing. You know what I mean? He don't really do nothing. He talk about he had the day hard. He had a hard day today. Come on now, get up. Let's go to Burger King and get something to eat. You know what I mean? But you married a lineman. Couple of facts here, because I don't want to sit up here and lie to you. Lineman is one of the most dangerous jobs a person can have. Being a power lineman is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 most dangerous occupations in the United States. They face extreme risks from high voltage electricity, working at great heights, and adverse weather conditions, with a fatality rate near 400% higher than the national average. Key risks and data. High fatality rate. Approximately 26 to 42 linemen die on the job annually, with fatality rates often cited between 18.7 and 42 per 100,000 workers. Primary hazards. The main causes of injury and death include electrocution, falling from heights, and transportation incidents. Environmental factors. Work is often conducted during emergencies, storms, and in difficult high elevation conditions. So wait a minute. Not only are we working with dangerous materials and around dangerous stuff, we now, and from dangerous heights, we now are working in extremely dangerous conditions. And you, my friend, this is why you got to start calling a man. I don't mean to disrespect you, your family, or your wife. But what your wife is talking about right now is loser behavior. She's a loser, bro. I know you love her. She's probably a good person to you, man. And I respect that about you, brother. But this and her talking about this after us just reading the top 10 most dangerous occupations in the U.S., 400% higher fatality rate. Environmental factors. Work is often conducted during emergencies, so most pressure, under stress, a lot of stress, storms, in difficult high elevation conditions. This profession is frequently ranked alongside loggers and commercial fishermen in terms of danger. Just sit up there and run your mouth Like I said, I could see if this man was a financial advisor. Sitting at the job, tossing around a basketball, playing trash basketball. Right, turn around, Kobe. But we talking about a man that goes out there, one of the most dangerous jobs, man. Shut up. Shut up.
Afternoon at work.
So I saw this interview of a guy asking a girl what she brings to the table, and her response is exactly why men are tired of dating. She basically said she doesn't have to bring anything to the table and got offended that he even asked her that question. This entitled mindset is why men are walking away from dating. Here's what I realized. Men have been taught since birth how to treat women, but we as women are taught our entire lives how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Like, think about it. From the time we're little girls, we're told what we deserve, what we should expect, what standards we should have, but nobody teaches us what we should give, how we should support, or what we should contribute. Men from a very early age learn about respect, providing, protecting, leading, and making a woman feel valued. But what are women learning? How to receive, demand, expect, and be catered to? We're taught that we're queens who deserve to be worshipped, but nobody teaches us how to be the type of woman worth worshiping. And the dating advice women get from other women is so toxic. We have this mentality, if he won't, then someone else will. So if he won't pay for your dates, or buy you expensive gifts, or treat you like a queen, then guess what? Someone else will. Like, that's basically the dating advice for women, and it's so messed up. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed and men were like, if she can't cook, or won't clean, or support, or respect me, then someone else will. Women would lose their freaking minds. And then y'all would start calling that toxic masculinity. We've literally created a generation of women who think they deserve everything while bringing absolutely nothing to the table. And then we wonder why men are walking away from dating altogether. Men are expected to have money, a career, a car, a house, emotional intelligence, leadership skills, the ability to provide and protect. But when they ask what women bring, suddenly that's offensive. Meanwhile, men are working on themselves, building their careers, focusing on their fitness and finances, learning how to be a better partner. And what are women doing? Complaining that there are no good men while refusing to become good women. The dating advice for women has become what can you get, not what you can give. It's about finding someone who serves you, not someone you can serve alongside. And here's the contradiction that nobody wants to talk about. Us women can't say, get rid of the patriarchy, and then expect men to give you patriarchal privileges. You can't demand equality and then still expect men to pay for everything, approach you first, and provide for you. We want to tear down traditional gender roles when it benefits us, but keep them when they serve us? That's not equality. That's having your cake and eating it too. And then we act shocked when men choose to focus on themselves instead of dealing with entitled, demanding women who offer nothing but expect everything. This is why men are going their own way. This is why they're choosing peace over relationships. We literally made dating not worth their time or energy. You can't expect to receive what you're not willing to give. Like attracts like, so become the person you want to be with. Stop asking what men can do for you and start asking what you can do for them. That's how you become irreplaceable.
I divorced my wife because the way that she started dressing. I told her from the jump that I don't like women that dress provocative. I don't like that stuff at all. You have to dress modest. You know what I'm saying? Only dress provocative if it's just me and you inside the house. So she started hanging out with these girls from a job. And, you know, I met them. And I'm instantly just thinking in my mind that this is not a good group right here. This is one of them groups where she's not going to want to feel like she's being left out and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, I don't think you should be hanging out with these chicks because all these chicks are single. You know what I'm saying? None of these chicks are married. You know, single women, they tend to get married women in trouble. So after about like a month, you know what I'm saying, of her chilling with these girls, she started dressing like how they was dressing. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, where you going with that on? And then she told me, she like, it's just an outfit. It's not much. I'm just, you know, just dressing for the occasion. I'm like, no. I said, no, you got to take that off. I'm like, no, I don't care who you hanging with. You can't put that on, man. You're not fit to go out there dressed like that. And instead of her going to change, she left anyway. She said, no, this is what I'm going to wear. All my friends are dressing like this, and this is just what I'm going to wear. Okay. When she came back, it only take one time to do that stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? When she came back, 2 o'clock in the morning, all her stuff was outside. All of it. She was knocking on the door, calling my phone, asking me to let her in. I said, no, it's over. I said, you only got one time to do me like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's over. Nah, heck no. I asked you not to go out there and dress like that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like you showing too much. I said, it's over. So I threw all her stuff out and then let her back in. Call her mom and call her dad. I said, it's over. I said, I don't talk to people that dress prerogative. I don't talk to people like that. And now she want to start because she's hanging out with these girls. I kicked her butt out. Fellas, one time, that's it. You let it fly after that, they're just going to keep doing it to you. One time.
This makes me think of that story where the woman was telling about her and a boyfriend getting together. But before they got together, or when they were talking about tattoos, and she had a good number of tattoos. And he mentioned, or he said, hey, you know, I really don't like tattoos like that. I mean, what you have is fine, but I'm not really into tattoos like that. So like getting any more than that would probably be a turnoff for me. And then she went back and asked him, because she essentially wanted to go get some more tattoos after she said, no, yeah, I really don't want any more tattoos either. I'm probably not going to get any more tattoos other than what I have now. So it's done. It's settled. Let's move forward in the relationship. A little while later, she says, oh, but the more and more I thought about it, you know, I might want to go get some more tattoos. And all of a sudden now I'm not 100% sure what the limit is, because I don't want to go get a tattoo and him say, okay, that tattoo was one tattoo too much. And, you know, we break up over it. Well, you don't have to guess, because he told you exactly what he liked and he told you exactly what not to do. But you want to do what you want to do anyway. And you're going to go out there and get those tattoos, and you're going to try to force it on him and try to make him accept what he asked you not to do. This is the same thing. Oh, I'm going to go to the club anyway. I'm going to wear this anyway. And you're going to like it because you're supposed to love me. You can prove your love to me by not being insecure. Oh, well, ain't no love going to get proven tonight. Except other than the fact that I love how fast it's going to be that I get down to that courthouse, file in papers, and get on back to you and serve them to you. I love the speed and efficiency with which I did that.
I respect my man. I don't do that. Because if I go out dressed a certain way, I know I'm looking for some kind of attention that I'm not looking for. I'm committed to him and only him. I don't do that.
Is that a receding hairline?
This man does not know that I'm celibate, and I have been for about 2 months.
Listen, fellas, if a lady has to specify to you that she's celibate, ran through. Automatically ran through. And the way that we know this is because it's the same if somebody tries to tell you, oh, I'm such an honest person. An honest person is just honest. They don't got to specify it and tell you. But if she's specifying, yeah, I'm actually celibate. Oh, thanks for letting me know that you got too many times and felt bad about it.
You just seem very misogynistic, realistically.
So why are you using words that you don't even know the definition of?
No, that's not what I meant.
I think you are misogynistic, though.
Okay, so the reason I said it is just, again, based on the
Because you hear it on the internet?
Nah, bro, are you stupid? No.
Bird hands are a sign of desperation. You don't have to be forceful if you're actually in control. So when you see women doing this, they're saying, this is what you have to agree with or you're not in the club. So the hand thing that the TikTok girls are doing is the hands are closed and pointed at you. And it means, you better listen to me. I am telling you. Me. This is what you believe now. It's like if you just let your hands do what they want while you're talking, they'll sort of do some of the talking for you. So the fact that the TikTok girls are all doing this is a bad sign. It means They're at the end of their rope, in my opinion, and they're just going like, do what I want, do what I want.
Back when I was in college, I was dating this guy on and off again that I did not really like at this point. For whatever reason, we were meeting in our college town, which is a 3-hour drive from me, right? Disclaimer, I was not putting oil in my car. I thought my dad was doing it. He was not. So I'm on the phone with this guy, and I'm talking to him, and I realize that my car engine is starting to kind of smoke, but I'm like, ugh, whatever. And I mentioned it casually, and he's like, you should really pull over. And I'm like, I think I know my car. You should really shut the fuck up and not tell me what to do. I'm a grown woman. I continue to drive, and a tow truck driver, after a couple more minutes, comes up next to me, and he's like, your car's on fire. I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, and I'm like, oh, look how many want me. He's telling me that I'm fire, that I look good. In that moment, I also realized that my steering wheel is locked. I cannot move it. My dashboard is frozen. I can't let my boyfriend on the phone know that he won.
Penn State University, July 15, 2025. The study investigates a hypothesis that a significant portion of the population, particularly women, may consciously prefer incarceration to the psychological and social burden of admitting fault. 3,292 women, 3,854 men. Among female participants, 97.4% consistently chose being incarcerated over admitting fault.
So this tow truck driver is telling me, like, slow down, put your caution signals on, and he's motioning to other cars to let me over so I can get off in an exit. And I'm maneuvering with all my might to get over. I somehow managed to slow the car down, get over, and the first place off of the highway was a gas station. So I genuinely jump out of the car. Wasn't moving fast at this point, but my car is starting to actually go up in flames. It rolls into a stop, and I run into the gas station, and I'm like, my car's on fire. And they're like, you decided to go to a gas station? They turn off the gas, the fire department comes, my car is completely totaled. Car was totaled, and the guy that I'm talking about, my then boyfriend, had to drive down and come and get me.
Who wants to like cash at me $200 so I can get my nails done because I'm tired of LA?
In college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I know. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
I had a chat with a friend of mine last night who was complaining about how women don't want to be housewives anymore and they just want to have a career and they want to work and they want to hustle. And it was just insane because I looked at him and I was like, who on earth wants to work? And he was like, every woman, they want to work. They don't want to be at home. Like, they don't want to be taking care of the kids and whatever. And I was like, name me one woman that wants to work right now. Like, there's no woman on earth that just wants to work and hustle and whatever. Like, it doesn't.
The girlies are quitting their jobs. McKinsey just released their Women at Work Report 2024 edition. And what they found is that about a third of women are planning to leave their jobs.
Pretty much every video I post about careers, I get a ton of comments from people saying, I just don't want to work. Like, I wish, I don't know, no job sounds appealing to me because I just don't want to work. My own story of the path I was on in my 20s, I did quit my job at 31 as a marketing director.
I took a few days to kind of chill out, cry all my tears, get all the anger out before I made this post. After 17 years of teaching, I resigned from my teaching position.
Quitting when they get bored or aren't feeling it anymore. That's new. I can't think of any other situation where they give up a long-term commitment after they get bored and aren't feeling it anymore. If you have enjoyed the video this far and want to see more like it in the future, I would greatly appreciate it if you liked the video.
You think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time, starting with you?
I think so, actually, yeah.
Okay, you're 28, better looking in 10 years' time at 38?
Yes, yeah.
48?
Yes.
58?
Yes.
68?
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I got good genetics. I'm gonna say yeah. My family's they're healthy, beautiful skin, and yeah.
50 years, 78, better looking?
I would say I'm just gonna be beautiful regardless, you know.
You're 25, better looking in 10 years' time at 35?
Definitely better looking because I'm gonna get surgery.
You're 23, better looking in 10 years' time at 33?
Honestly, yeah, I would say I do have a lot of potential.
No, I'm happy being single. Sorry, film this.
I'm happy being single. Been in 2 relationships, 10 years each. I can promise you, if you spend your life trying to please these women, buying, giving money, it don't make a difference whether you're young, whether you old, you're a mother fool. Because you see what they do, the ain't yours. So they're not happy, they will give somebody else that. I promise you, it doesn't matter how much money you got. I've lived in a mansion. I've had 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, I've quarter horse. So fine, you'll drink their bath water. Doesn't matter. They're all the same, especially financially. Women who really get that bag don't even be talking about what they're going to do for them. I don't even deal with women who have this thing where you think you got to take care of them. You do not have to take care of them. It's free. I don't know who told you that. Now, I don't know what city you're in, but me, I lived in Atlanta, I lived in New York, I lived in Cali. It does not cost money. Now, you can take a woman, a queen on a date. You can take her to eat. You can take her out. It does not matter. That's great. We all gonna be. I've done it again. Sometimes you're gonna spend a couple $100 on a day. Sometimes you ain't gotta do nothing but pick her up, come to the house. It ain't about that. Y'all took it all away. If the women don't like you, the problem is this. Y'all getting advice from these women who don't even like you. Yep. So you're buying someone to like you.
Hi.
Hi.
It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
Well, how much money do you have?
What's your body count?
Well, what's your credit score?
What's your student loan debt?
Well, do you pay all the bills? How big is it?
How wide is it?
Well, how many Instagram models do you follow on Instagram?
What's your Snapchat score?
How's your relationship with your mom?
How's your relationship with your dad?
You know what? I don't have to put up with this. This is supposed to be a first date. I don't need to be interrogated.
You interrogated me asking how tall am I?
I didn't start this. You started this.
You literally said, how tall am I?
And you're obviously lying on your profile about how tall you are. That's why I asked the question to begin with.
I'm 6 foot.
You're obviously 5'8".
Do you want to get a tape measure?
I will.
Well, bye.
Bye.